but we are living on our own expense and doing a business for somebody else.
Kansas City cab drivers suing Kansas City, arguing the man is holding them down, stifling free enterprise. The cabbie court showdown is first on Fox. I'm John Holt.
And I'm Susan Hyland. About 250 taxi drivers say Kansas City's taxi permit system is a monopoly that prevents them from earning a decent living. Fox 4's John Pepitone live at a taxi stand on the Country Club Plaza to explain all this. John?
That's right, Susan. You know, the drivers I've talked with claim that the changes they're pushing for would provide more money for the city, better incomes for drivers, and lower fares for cab customers. The only losers? Current permit holders who don't actually drive the taxis. A large group of Kansas City cab drivers rallied across from City Hall to demand changes to Kansas City's taxi system. Airport drivers like Gamachu Michicha claim they work 17 hours a day, but after paying expenses, bring home only about $40 for the effort.
We will do a better service and we will increase our professionalism if we own something and work hard for ourselves.
Gamachu is one of the plaintiffs suing Kansas City, claiming he's unfairly barred from obtaining his own taxi permit by a monopolistic system. He owns his own taxi, pays for gasoline and maintenance, but must lease a permit for up to $260 a week from one of 9 companies that control all of them.
If they didn't have to pay these fees, then they could take this money, improve their taxi cabs, and even charge lower fares. Now, if that's not a benefit to the traveling public, I don't know what is.
The city charges $300 a year in permits and inspections to put one taxi on the streets. Yellow Cab has 300 permits and charges drivers $260 a week for each permit. Goodman claims the company reaps more than $4 million a year for doing nothing more than granting drivers the right to legally operate a taxi. Bill George, chief executive of Kansas City Transportation Group, owner of Yellow Cab, says the suit's facts are wholly inaccurate. George says, quote, "What Kansas City does is very common practice at other cities across the nation." Drivers we talked with disagree.
Most of these drivers that you see today, most of them, they live under poverty line. And we paying all these fees to these companies and they don't provide us with any insurance or health care or 401k or none of that.
The suit seeks to force the city to allow individual owner-operator taxi drivers to compete for permits instead of automatically renewing them to those who don't actually provide the service. Now, the city attorney, Bill Geary, did not return our phone call seeking comment on this lawsuit. John Pepitone, Fox 4 News, working for you live on the Country Club Plaza.